The following program contains scenes of 1940s-era racism. Listener discretion is advised.
Last week on Dick and Balls, we got liquored up and cornholed us some Chinamen. It's not really related to this week, but I thought I'd mention it anyway. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see?
And now, this week's episode of Dick Sombrero and Balls Maloney, Private Investigators. We was rolling down the street in Studebaker when we saw a real fine dame. A dame with legs up to Mississippi, and bazooms that'll poke your eye out. A dame by the name of Angus McGillicuddy. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see?
As rumor had it, this dame was dating Anus Rectum, Billionaire, Industrialist, and Playboy Extraordinaire. He killed his first wife, you know. Nobody cared. She was an ugly bitch.
Yeah, see?
So we pulled over the Studebaker and opened the window. She leaned in real nice-like. We could see her cleavage. And she said to us,
"Hey boys, I got a job for you, see?
"What can we do for that lovely set of cleavage of yours?"
I need you to tell my husband, Anus Rectum, Billionaire, Industrialist, and Playboy Extraordinaire. I hear he's been cheating on me. He's been seen around town with all sorts of irreputable dames. So I need you to tail him, see? Take some pictures. Everything he does. Every bowel movement. Every innocent back rub with his brother."
Well, Miss McGillicuddy, I think we could take your case. But there's still the matter of payment. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see?
I'll pay you the only way I know how. The way I can always pay.
Yeah, show us your boobs.
Yeah, titties!
Half now, and half when I get my pictures.
All right, Dick, which one do we want to see?
As in politics, the left is the best, see?
Lefty? Yeah, let's save the best for last.
It's a deal. Here it is, see?
Yeah, see?
So we took the case. We drove our Studebaker to our local club, the Peacock. And I saw that Negro in the door. And he said,
"Hello, Mr. Sombrero and Maloney. Your usual table?"
"Yeah," I said. "Now get the fuck out of my face." Yeah. So we got in the club, and there were dames of the yin-yang. Dames as far as the eye could see. Big ones, little ones. Ones that were big on top and little on the bottom. It was a veritable cornucopia of dames. So we sat down at our usual table, and a lady walked up. A real fine lady with nice bazooms. And that's when I remembered. We had a job to do. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see?
But we couldn't leave just yet. I had a problem with the erection of the male penis organ. And if I were to get up, everyone would know. So I decided to arm wrestle Dick for a little while. Blow off a little steam.
Yeah, see?
So we got the fuck out of there. And I punched the Negro on the way out.
"Ow, Mr. Maloney. Goodbye."
So we hopped in our Studebaker and headed back to the office for some much-needed foreplay. And nothing of interest happened for the next 14 hours. I got up early the next morning, and while I was waiting for Dick to rise, I went to the pool hall to play some checkers. And I won, too, for the sake of damn it. When I got to the office, Dick was there, and the goddamn beaner was late. And let me tell ya, he was drunk as an Irish sailor in Iowa. So I had to beat Dick, on account of he was a Mexican.
See?
I beat Dick all morning. I beat Dick till my arm was sore. And after that, we decided to get to work. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see?
So we set out in our Studebaker to the home of Anus Rectum, Billionaire, Industrialist, and Playboy Extraordinaire. So we peeked in his bathroom window, and you'll never guess what we saw. He was in the shower. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see? Let me say, he was packing heat.
And that wasn't even the surprising part. He was with a lady, and this lady wasn't Angus McGillicuddy. She was a negress. So we started snapping pictures. But before we could get very far, they sicked the dogs on us. And let me tell you, those dogs was angry. I think they had 8-inch boners.
Let's just say they was packing heat.
So we hightailed it across the yard, and on the way out, I punched that Negro.
"Mr. Maloney, what are you doing here?"
Yeah, none of your business. Go suck a lemon, and while you're at it, stick some limes in there, too.
Yeah, see?
So me and Dick hopped in the Studebaker and headed back to the office for some pie. After enjoying some pie, we headed to the club of Anus Rectum, Billionaire, Industrialist, and Playboy Extraordinaire. They called the club the Naked Lady. And let me tell you what was in there. Dick, should I tell him what's in there?
Yeah, see?
There was goyles. Goyles as far as the eye could see. But they all had their clothes on. Kind of deceptive if you're forced to think about it. We took our seats. And who did we see in the booth across from us but Anus Rectum, Billionaire, Industrialist, and Playboy Extraordinaire, sitting next to a rather large Puerto Rican fellow with a black eye. And I know what you're thinking. Homos, right? Homos. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see?
But no, these two were in cahoots, selling some kind of illegal drugs or something. But that's not what we were into, so we just backed off right there. And on the way out, I hit the Negra.
Hello, Mr. Maloney. It's nice to see you too.
So I took our Studebaker back to the office to develop the photographs. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see?
We developed all the photos, one by one, so we can get all the details. And if there's one thing Balls Maloney can do, it's develop a photograph. The following morning, we brought the photos to Angus McGillicuddy, and she liked them. She liked them a lot. As it turns out, she was working for a magazine. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see?
It was called Interracial Fuckfest. And as it turns out, she was never really married to Anus Rectum, Billionaire, Industrialist, and Playboy Extraordinaire. She was just some lady looking to get off on some pictures. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, see?
So I popped her one, even though she wasn't a negress.
Ow! What'd you do that for, see? I never said I wasn't married to the fella. I was just giving you a job.
Now listen here.
Balls, you're a dick. And Dick, you just creep me out. See? I's getting out of here, and I'm taking my photos with me.
Not so fast. We still got a booby to see. Ain't that right, Dick?
Booby to see.
Okay, but just for a moment.
Yeah, see?
Then Dick and I went home in our Studebaker and spooned for an hour or two. And that's our story. A story of double-cross, interracial sex, and titties. Ain't that right, Dick?
Yeah, titties!
So tune in next week for another episode of Dick, Sombrero and Balls Maloney, Private Investigators. In the next episode, I might take my shirt off.